friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today's video is going to be a 3 looks, 3 palettes. I had more palettes to test out, so here I am. These are all 3 very different vibes, and I'm super excited to share them with you. 2 of these are already out. 1 of them is getting released tomorrow as of the day this gets uploaded, but I'll give all those details in a minute. But yeah, we're just gonna roll into it. I'm gonna talk about all these palettes, show you swatches and all that good stuff. I'll be creating 1 look with each palette, so 3 looks, hence the title of the video. And I do intend on doing additional looks with all of these on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. Some of these I think are already up, actually. They might all already be up by the time this video goes up, so there's probably already a second look for you if you need inspo, and if not, it's coming very soon. But without further ado, let's just hop in and chat about what palettes I'm gonna be using in this video. First being the Oceano palette from Clionadh. They recently, I think beginning of July, launched 3 palettes. The Oceano, re-released the Paleo, and re-released the Archeo, if I'm not mistaken. This is the one that I have. They sent it to me recently and I'm so pumped. The Oceano is just gorgeous. Like, these are my colors. I'm so head over heels for this. I love Clionadh's formulas. Their multi-chromes are everything, and I just love this palette. I think it's so cool. These tones are so fun. I was blown away when I saw this in person. It is absolutely stunning. Next is a new brand. This is the brand By Us. This is the Garden Busters palette. By Us is actually a sister brand to Oden's Eye. This is kind of the kooky, whimsical, more chaotic sister to Oden's Eye, if I had to say. And this is what the Garden Busters palette looks like. We have kind of a chaotic, colorful mixture going on, kind of inspired by fruits and veggies in a garden, if you will. We have the mismatched pan shapes, which doesn't really bother me just because they're all still in a line with each other. But it is a lot to look at. Like, we have a lot of colors going on. We have a very vibrant, chaotic background. We have mismatched pans. My main gripe off first impressions is just I don't like how bulky this is. I wish it was more sleek like traditional palettes. But yeah, this is the kooky, weird palette. Maybe the art style isn't quite my personal vibe, but I'm not like mad at it either. I don't strongly detest it or anything. It's just, it's kooky and weird, and I'm excited about a new brand. It's always nice to see new brands, so this is fun. I'm excited to see what this brand does in the future. This one launches tomorrow as this video is getting uploaded on August 25th. They'll be live at 10 a.m. EST, and I'll have the launch details for this down in my description box. And last but not least, I have the Gourmande Girls Gourmandises palette. This is kind of their take on like pops of pastel, very sweets themed, super cute. I like this color story. I think it's fun. The shimmers are really, really pretty, and I really enjoy the mattes. I really enjoy just their formulas in general. I think they're really nice. So this one's super fun, kind of a more like muted colorful with pops of pastel. It's super, super pretty. So yeah, these are the 3 palettes. I'll have all these palettes linked and all the makeup details I'm wearing linked in my description box as always. And I do have affiliate codes with all 3 of these brands as well. So if you end up shopping, you can use my code BATTYBEAN to save on their sites. And I appreciate it so much if you use my code. Yeah, without further ado, those are the 3 palettes. I'm super excited about it. It's going for very different vibes with all 3 of these as far as my looks go. And I've been having fun. Like I said, I've already been posting additional looks on Instagram and YouTube Shorts, so I've already been playing with these and I'm having a great time, but I'll give you more thoughts at the end of the video. Let's get into the looks now. Okay, hi, let's dive into look number 1. I'm so excited. I love this palette so much, and I'm so excited to play with it in this video. This is the Oceano from Clionadh. Look how gorgeous. I know we've already discussed all the palettes in the intro of this video, but like, we just need to take a moment. This is the star of the show. It's so pretty. I'm calling it now. This is gonna be in my top 5 for the year. I am so in love with these colors. So, my accessory details. I just have an old basic choker, and then these earrings are Spooky Doodle Club, little witchy guys. So yeah, I'm just gonna prime. I'm gonna use my Sigma eyeshadow base and Ignite. I'm going to smear it on and blend it out. Okay, so obviously I want to do something grungy because there's some really pretty grungy shades in here. I want lots of shifty stuff happening on the lids, maybe a little bit of a half cut crease, perhaps. I think that could be cool. I think I want to start with Manta Ray. I'm going to use my Sigma E27 brush. I'm just going to start kind of creating a little bit of depth in this like outer V of my eye. Kind of going and creating a little bit of that shape. I'm dragging it a little bit through the crease, but I'm not going to take it all the way across, maybe about halfway, and just kind of stretching it out toward the tail of my brow. It is such a pretty color. And I'm gonna take some of this on that lower lash line. Again, just in like the outer half. I don't want it to go all the way across. And then I'll just kind of make sure those connect in that outer corner. That is so pretty. This shade by itself, such a mood. I want to take now this mustardy chartreuse, literally my favorite color in the entire universe. I'm gonna use my Sigma E40, tap that off a little bit. And I'm just gonna kind of very lightly go along the outside edges of this color, kind of drag it across, take a little bit on that lower lash line. I don't want this to like overtake the look, but I do want there to be a nice fun little combination of those two colors going on. So just kind of very lightly blending those and creating a little bit more of a elongated shape, if you will. I'm gonna deepen this up a smidgen with the shade Undertow. I'm gonna use my Sigma E42 brush, and really I'm just gonna kind of add a little bit more depth just in that outer little corner of my lid, and also a little bit on the very outer corner of the lower lash line, just to add a smidgen more depth. And I'll just kind of take my previous brushes and blend the edges out. This is such a vibe. This is so cool. Let's work on some shimmer now. I'm gonna take my Beaute Bar Shimmer Stay. And I'm gonna use this Alter Ego 202 brush, just like a nice flat, pointy brush to carve out and create a little bit of a cut creasy sort of moment. I wanted to just kind of fade into my mattes in the outer corner. So using that glitter primer to kind of clean up my lid a little bit. And I definitely want Bioluminescent to be the star of the show on my lid, but I want it to blend a little into Tidal in the outer corner. I am gonna start with Bioluminescent, so this is just gonna kind of follow that cut. The shade literally glows. It's so pretty. Just gonna take this across most of the lid, just gonna leave this little pocket out here blank for the other shimmer. Taking a smidgen of Tidal now, that blue, and I'm just gonna kind of stamp this here, just to have kind of a good shade to kind of merge between this very bright shimmer into all my deep grungy mattes. So just kind of doing little taps in this corner. I kind of have both shades on each finger, so I'm just gonna kind of go and like smush them together right at that seam so that they flow together nicely. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm thinking a little pop of seagrass on the lower lash line could be super fun. I'm just gonna use this little Alter Ego 201 brush. And I just want to like have a little pop of this down here. I think it'll be a cool little tie into that chartreusey mustard that's in the blend out here. And then I definitely want Ocean Glass in the inner corner, so I'm just gonna grab some of that on my finger. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. Here's look number 1 complete. I think this is so cute. I love just how vibrant that shimmer on the lid is with all the grungy mattes. This is speaking my language. I think it's so cool. I ended up throwing in my Chartreuse Flash Pencil from NYX. I did just mascara today. This is the Worth the Hype mascara from NYX. And then my lip combo today is the Cinnamon Pencil from Lawless. Pretty much covered my whole lips with this. And then I just dotted a little bit of Picnic Blanket Liquid Lip from Likely Makeup in the center. And I think it's so cute. So yeah, this is look number 1. I hope you like it. Let's move on now to look number 2. All right, look number 2. I'm gonna be going in with the Garden Busters palette by Us. That's gonna be frustrating to say in future videos. I'm just now realizing now that I'm voicing this palette out loud, by Us. It is by Us. It's like when I go to the store at home and I tell someone I got this at home, like I hate that. But this is what I'm going to be using for look number 2. I'm really attracted to this tomato juice shade. At this point, I've already played with like some of the blues and yellows that are in this palette. So I really want to play with like these. I want to go like harvesty. I think that would be super fun. And that's just, it's so pretty. I have to dive into that. So that's my plan. As far as my accessories today go, this is just an old choker, I think from Shop Sun & Co. And then these little huggies are from a little boutique in New York. And yeah, let's just dive in. I'm going to prime with my Sigma eyeshadow base in Ignite and blend it out as per usual. So let's see. I think I want to start, let's go light to dark today. So let's start with Lemonade. I'm going to use my Sigma E40 brush. And I'm just going to fluff this around the outside of my eye just to kind of get a little bit of this laid down before I go in with my other shades. This is a very sheer yellow. Like I mentioned, I've already done kind of like a bluey yellow look. I did a Coraline vibes look on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. It's a very sheer yellow, but it does build up fairly decent to get a little bit more of a vibrant pale yellow, but it is a pale yellow at the end of the day. So now I want to take Carrot Cake, this lovely bright orange. I'm gonna use a Sigma E27. Maybe tap that off a little bit. And I'm just going to tap this in the outer corner and start dragging it through, I guess pretty much all the way, honestly. I want kind of a smoky vibe today. Smoky, colorful. Not doing anything cut creasy today per se. So just kind of taking it all the way from inner to outer corner with a little bit more emphasis on that outer corner. And I'm gonna take and blend some of this orange down in the outer corner as well. A pretty fun orange. I'm taking a little bit more of that lemonade shade to help blend the edges of that orange. And now I want to take the shade Soil. I'm going to use a Sigma E45 brush, and I just want to kind of focus this mostly just in the outer corner, maybe drag it about halfway through the crease, because I don't want this to take over. I want the orange to still be very prominent, but I want this shade to just add a little bit of depth and dimension in the outer corner. These are all playing together quite nicely. I'm just gonna kind of drag this along that lower lash a little bit as well. And I'll take my orange brush and blend the edges of this also. It's looking very like harvest vibes. This is very cute. So I wanna like go to a pumpkin patch. But alas, it's August. Let's move on to some shimmer now. I'm gonna take my Shimmer Stay Primer Potion from Beaute Bar. I'm just gonna use my fingers since my nails are short today. And I'm just gonna tap that around to get my base nice and prepped for my shimmer. Just a light little layer. Now going in with what I hope is the star of the show, Tomato Juice. It's just so cool. And the other marbled shadow looked really dimensional on the lid when I used it, so oh yeah, that's really cool. Like it really does look like I layered a couple different shimmers together. That is quite lovely. It's very, very cute. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that a lot. And I'm just gonna blend the edges of that shimmer just so that it all flows nicely, because again, I didn't really want like a cut crease or anything. I just wanted a really blendy explosion of color. And I think this looks pretty darn cool, I must say. Maybe I could pop a tiny bit of Sunny on the lower lash line. That could be fun. I'm just gonna use this little pencil brush, a Sigma E30. Because I think I'll use that peachy shade for the inner corner. Because I have used this yellow shimmer before, but I just feel like I wanted some more shimmer in this look. I am liking the shimmers in this palette. The mattes seem fine, like they're fine, they behave well, but the shimmers definitely seem to be the star of the show for me personally. And I'm going to take the shade Peach now, and I'm just gonna highlight my inner corner. I'm just gonna use my finger. That is quite lovely. It's a nice little peachy shade. I love all the heavy shimmer that's happening on this lower lash line. I think it looks so pretty. Yeah, I think I'm into this. This lid looks so glossy. Here's the final look. I feel so cute. These colors with my hair right now, I feel like a witch who lives in a pumpkin or something. I think this is so pretty. I love these shimmers. I'm quite happy with this. Obviously, I threw on just mascara and I went with the NYX Worth the Hype. My eye pencil I went with is Sub-Zero from Colourpop, just like a metallic gold to go with that lower lash line a bit more. And then my lip combo that I'm really into, like this is a harvest lip if I've ever seen one. It's the Freck No. 6 pencil, filled in most of my lips and just kind of blended it out in the middle. And then I tapped a little bit of Teddy Bear from Menagerie in the center and just kind of like blended it out. And this is so cute. I love this. I'm super happy with it. I think these shimmers are so pretty, like so glossy. Really, really happy with that. So yeah, this is look number 2. I hope you like it. Let's move on now to look number 3. All right, look number 3. I'm gonna be playing with the Gourmandises palette. I'm feeling something kind of green. I really want to do something green and silver, maybe with a little pop of blue. I think that could be cool, so I think that's my plan. As far as my accessories go, this is just an old basic choker, and then these earrings are from Ketchup Fantasy. So let's dive in. I'm just gonna prime with my Sigma eyeshadow primer and ignite again as usual. Blend it out, and we will get to it. So I'm gonna start with Parfait first, the Cutie Green. I'm gonna use my Sigma E27, and I'm just gonna start kind of popping some of this in the outer corner. I really want like the silver all over the lid to kind of be the star of the show. So I'm really not gonna go crazy with my mattes, surprisingly. But I do want like little pops of it. So I'm just gonna kind of place this delicately, if you will, kind of out here in the outer corner. It's still gonna be colorful, don't get me wrong, but I just want the shimmer to kind of be the main explosion. I'm gonna take Pistache now. That is the cutest name ever. I'm gonna use my Sigma E40 brush just to kind of dust a little bit of this, kind of around the edges of that first shade that I laid down, just to help get it really blurred and diffused before I deepen it up just a smidgen more. That's looking quite lovely. I feel like that did that blur effect exactly how I needed it to. And I do want to add just a little bit of truffles. I'm going to use my Sigma E42 brush, and I'm just going to do a little tiny bit just in that outer corner and a little bit on the outer corner of the lower lash line. Just add a little bit more dimension. And I'll just use my first brush with no additional product to help buff and blend that out, get it really blurred. That's so pretty. Just a very nice diffused little pop of color in that outer corner. I think that's so pretty. I'm gonna add a teeny pop of blue now. I'm gonna take Macaron right there. I'm gonna use this dual-ended Sigma brush, but this is an E38 side. And I'm just going to just do a little pop of this just in that front little inner corner area of my crease. This is a very delicate pastel shade. That's cute though. Just wanted to add a little bit of something, a little splash of something, because I think I am going to use blue shimmer for the inner corner, and I think that'll help tie it together. Okay, moving on to some shimmer now. I'm so excited for this. I'm going to take my Beaute Bar Shimmer Stay Primer Potion again. I'm just using my finger to tap and blend that out. Now going in with Bon Bon. I have to. That is so pretty. I feel like you don't see a silver shimmer too often. It's just like, I don't know, it's not utilized very much. Holy moly, that's pigmented. Wow. So all that to say is when I see a silver shimmer, I do get really excited because it's so pretty. Oh, that's so wet looking too. That's gorgeous. And I really just want to tap this kind of everywhere. I want it to like be a topper on top of everything I just did. I want this to kind of tap out like toward my brow even. Just like a glistening silver explosion. I just love that. Wow, a little goes such a long way with this shade too. It's just gorgeous. Just like silver explosion everywhere with those pops of color peeking out from behind. That is exactly what I wanted for today's look. That's so pretty. I even like a little bit of sparkle brow sometimes. I'm gonna take a little bit of Bon Bon on my E40 brush that I did wipe off first. I'm just gonna dust a little bit of this in my brow because it's just cute, you know? Little disco brow action. Gosh, this is so cute. I am really enjoying this. This is just like a fun, playful little vibe. And now I am gonna take this shimmer blue, just a tiny bit on it on the E54 side of that dual-ended Sigma brush. And I'm just gonna very, very lightly kind of dust and build this in that inner corner. Just for like a little pop of blue, nothing too crazy though. Yeah, see, it just kind of gives like a little glow to that inner corner matte that I put down. Kind of brings it to life a little bit more since it's so pastel. This is so fun. Really, really like the way this came together. I think that's so cute. Get a little bit of silver sparkles kind of all over my face, but that's okay because, you know, I'm already this sparkly. This is the Skin of a Killer Bella. Here is the third and final look complete. I think this is really cute. It's very simple, just like splashes of color with an explosion of sparkle, and I think it's so fun. This was just playful and cute, and I enjoy it. I feel like all three of these looks were just like completely different, which I love. I went with just mascara again, still my NYX Worth the Hype mascara. My eye pencil is the Platinum Pencil from NYX, just wanted to continue with the silver vibe. And then I felt like I needed a bold but still cool toned lip, so I went with Kodiak from Menagerie, and I think it's pretty darn cool, so. This is the third and final look. Let's zoom out and chat some more. Thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun playing with these palettes, creating these looks. I think they're all super fun in their own way. They all offer a little something different. I like how different all of the looks I created are. I would love to know which look is your favorite. I'd probably have to give it to look number 1 because I just love that Oceano palette so much, but I don't know, I feel cute in this one. I loved the kind of harvesty vibes from look number 2, so it's hard to pick. You'll have to tell me what your favorite is. Let's chat about these palettes. The Oceano, like I already said it once and I'll say it again, like this is gonna be one of my top favorite palettes of the year. I just think this is beautiful. The different multi-chromes that are in here are so transformative and just beautiful on the lids, and the mattes perform really well. I just am such a sucker for these colors, so this was an obvious winner. Like this is just such an A+ palette. Also, as of this moment, I think through the 3rd, they are having their anniversary sale on like their multi-chromes and all their lovely, delicious singles. So if you need to stock up, now's the time. And again, you can use my affiliate code BATTYBEAN to save. The By Us Garden Busters palette is fun. Like I enjoyed playing with it. Again, I don't know if this like art style and theming is like completely my vibe. I'm not mad at it, but I wouldn't say that it's like my favorite aesthetic, you know, but I'm enjoying the quality. I think the mattes perform nice and the shimmers are so pretty. I felt like my lids just looked so pretty and glossy all day long yesterday. It was so much fun. So I like the quality of it. Everything quality wise is really, really nice, and I'm very curious to see what they do in the future. And last is the Gourmande Girls Gourmandises palette. This is super fun. Like I enjoyed kind of playing with these colors together. I enjoy the shimmers, the mattes blend nicely. I really enjoy their formulas. I do have to be so super honest though. I just feel like there's other palettes from this brand that I vibe with more, like their latest Peach Perfect palette, the collabs they've done with Doodles by the Bunny and Steph's Beauty Stash. Like some other palettes from them just do speak to me a little bit more than this one. So I don't know if I would consider this like a top favorite from the brand, but if you're into this vibe and this color story, I think you'd really like it because the quality is really nice and I've enjoyed the looks I've created with it thus far, but that's kind of where I'll leave you. So yeah, those are the 3 palettes. I would love to hear your thoughts. Do you want any of these? Do you already have any of these? I would love to hear what you're thinking down below. If you made it to the end of this video, out of these 3 palettes, which one is your favorite? Leave emojis to represent that palette. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm BATTYBEAN over there, and you can subscribe. I'm posting most days over here. And if you wanna, you can join my channel memberships. The link to sign up will be down below. You'll get fun little perks, including a members only video once a month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.